would have sided with the Abyss. Well, Paimon believes in both of, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? She said we needed to, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we can. Then Paimon will be although, where? Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archon. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already! Atsuko, and let's see what she has to...
Oh. Hello. Oh, is there anything...
We wanted to ask, how do we get...
Oh. So that's why you're here.
Great! We came to...
But the chance of success is incredible.
Huh. Incredibly small. Then how did you get out?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly... All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close up. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supply soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell...
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or... Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go... You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one...
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Their voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, the Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Is this an answer from this world? Freeze!
Prepare yourself. Leaving soon.
I'll keep this close. Wind blade! A reward on the road.
Cool it.
Of course.
Wind blade!
Dodge this.
Let me scry.
I'll keep this close.
Cool it.
Wind blade!
There you are, eavesdropper.
Let me scry.
The more, the merrier.
Cool it.
Shine.
A reward on the road.
Delve into destiny.
Wind blade!
Booba, get them!
Let me scry.
Freeze.
Nice and spicy.
Wind blade!
Cool it!
Shadows of fate!
Freeze!
Delve into destiny!
Dodge this! Freeze! Dodge this!
Shadows of fate!
Freeze!
Let me scry!
Wind blade!
Shadows of fate!
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan,
Cool it!
Let me scry!
Wind blade! A reward on the road.
What a bountiful haul.
I'll keep this close.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui Osai? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time...
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of...
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's...
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I prefer other means of entry. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opened...
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me?
No, I can't argue with that. Okay, then.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just a click...
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling... The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking... There are two important rules. 1, competitors must... So, you've got nothing to worry about there. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now...
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion...
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But as for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my...
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to... Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma.
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the turn.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma.
Great.
It seems like it will only be a matter of...
What in the world do those symbols really mean? Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Later said. Hello.
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance. The Clash is a comp. Nobody wants to see.
Yeah.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Comp.
Uh-huh.
What? You? Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were two. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. All right.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan.